You know, my kids stepped up 100 times.
Well, and who knew what the A, E, H,
Right.
all that was until we finally figured that out.
Great job, ladies at the library.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
And you know what, we did that last year.
Call the order?
Yep, you ready to
We
go?
called
Just
them
names.
Exactly.
Just your names.
Looking for time,
Right.
homecoming stuff. Okay.
Calling the Village of Belmont Homecoming Committee meeting to order. It's 7:00. Roll call. Steve Zett.
Here.
Paul Bowman.
I'll take the minutes, seeing she's not here.
Cool. Tracy Fawinski is absent and Paul Alfonsi, I'm here.
Okay.
That quick, I lost me. Oh, I know where it is. I don't have my pen. Okay, so the approval of minutes for February 10th. Any questions?
Move approval is presented. Support.
Thank you. Treasurer's
Well, we've
report.
got to vote.
Oh, we have to vote.
All those in favor?
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anybody against it?
Not here. Steve's already voted.
Yep. Okay. Treasury report?
Yeah, then you, in front of you, you have the, I call it the finance report, and it's very similar to last month. I give you the homecoming amount in the CD, a little over $14,000, and in the savings account, about $8,200. So total amount to work with is a little over $22,000. And then our budget information, revenues were still operating as though we would utilize $20,000. And I just split that between the two accounts. And expenditures, we're planning to also expend that amount, $20,000. But we only have really $500 spent. That's to the bells. We did commit $1,000 last month to the Historical Society's activities, but no payment's been made. So that's all that I have.
So do I go ahead and have a check made for the Historical Society on that?
No, not if we're going to, we'll have to talk about that and see
Okay.
what's going to happen.
Any questions on the treasurer's report? So we make a motion to approve the treasurer's report?
We don't have to approve that.
No,
do
we
We
don't.
don't approve the treasurer's
Okay,
report.
just when I think I've got it.
Yeah.
Okay, new business, homecoming events.
You want me to start?
Well,
That's kind of where we turn it over to you, Ms.
We've been very disappointed in the past couple weeks here. We don't even know if there's going to be a homecoming for 2026. Every step we take, we're hit with a wall, and the people that tell me yes, then a week later, they say no. There's so many personal vendettas and people not willing to work with us in this town. It's incredible. And you know what? I'm done. I'm tired of it. I got better things to do. And as much as I've devoted many, many years to homecoming, it's very obvious that this town doesn't want it. So with that, that's my opinion. That's only mine. So there's lots of people to speak tonight. And here we go. So how do we have to do this? I just get up and speak?
Well, yeah, we just have to figure out, the board's going to have to make up their mind what we want to do, but we do want to
We
listen
want to listen to what
to the
everybody has
public
to say.
and
Yes.
hear what they have to say, because as of right now, it's still on. We haven't had a motion
Right.
yet for that, so.
Right,
We've run out of 2 spaces now that we were going to have the reenactment. Those have both been taken away from us. So we haven't got anything for the largest thing we were going to have for this year's homecoming, since we don't have time to do a parade. Plus the street, and probably Main Street's going to be closed down as well. But so I guess we're I guess we're up to see what, what suggestions people have, what they want to do and who's going to do it, because it's, right now, there's basically three of us here that are on the committee that are trying to put something together.
And the
So far,
fourth
it's
one
not.
back there that's been incredible with her.
She's not on the committee, but she's been very active.
Yes, she has, and we're just burned out. So,
What's so I could get clarified, maybe everybody else is, but the two locations that
We had the park, but then there was no way to get the vehicles in there.
that's what, okay, so that's why.
Yeah, that canceled. We were going to be, we had a spot and then that was
Park itself?
canceled. And then we moved it to the baseball fields, and I had a conversation with the supervisor the other day, and he said these got board members that aren't in favor of it. They haven't voted, anything, but
they didn't even wait to see the map.
I'm taking it as a no when he called me and said he's got people not interested in it. So those are the two places that we had, and there's no other area that's large enough to do what we want to do there. So it's just very discouraging.
And then the parking situation, the business next door, they wouldn't allow any parking for the
Reenactment, yeah.
reenactment and all that. So it's just, yeah. So,
Still, if somebody's wants to ask questions, or
Absolutely.
comments,
absolutely.
let's have them right now.
From the library.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys have done a lot, for this, and
Yes.
hopefully that's why we're talking about this now, so you've got time
Right.
to alter your plans and maybe put them.
I'm here with the library and the Lions.
Okay. Okay.
And we were originally coming to propose an old-fashioned community country picnic for the Lions Club, and we'd have music and games, and we'd supply the hamburger and hot dogs for $5, and everybody do a potluck, like bring a dish, pass like
Yep.
10 times. Lay out a blanket, come play games, we can have cornhole, we can do that. Plus, the library,
Found the time capsule,
found the time capsule.
was.
Let's back up for a minute. Where were the Lions, where were you gonna do this?
In
We
the
were
park.
gonna do it in the Lions Hall, the back deck, and hopefully we were gonna want to use the pavilion or the whole park.
Okay. Park, yeah, okay.
Now, can't you continue that?
Yes, we'd like to. If, I do not wanna see anything happen to homecoming.
Oh.
I've lived here a long time. We haven't had a homecoming since 2015.
Exactly.
2015, and I remember seeing the floats and everything, I know we can't do that, right, this year, we have no.
No, it takes about a year and a half. Tracy and Kowinski and I used to do the parade, line it up and everything, and organize it. And we've done the last 4 or 5. And, yeah, it was that long. But anyhow,
I did 3 of them, so.
yeah, we all worked on it, but it takes about a year and a half in advance to get it all ready, even with the time of shutting down Van Dyke and stuff. It just wasn't possible this year. And so we thought, if we had a one-day event, we could do that. And it's just, when you go to a meeting and you look into the eyes of these people, and was said best to me by someone down here, they're almost like they're looking at you and trying to figure out how many roadblocks they can put up. It's not like, wow, that sounds great, how can we help you?
Also, are these newcomers, or are they, have they been a part of this?
Newcomers, basically.
I would love to see us old people bring back this event.
But we had to do this to the village council. Village council was not in favor of homecoming.
Let's back up completely.
Yeah.
Because the village council did away with our bylaws. So there were no homecoming committee bylaws for 6 months?
Yeah.
So we were starting out way behind anyway. These bylaws didn't get approved until October of last year. And there's just a lot of differences. Because if you read the old bylaws, it says in there that the village is the prime sponsor of this. Village has washed their hands of it, but they want to approve it all.
Well, can those other committees, the homecoming committee, the historical society, the Lions Club?
All you have to do is join the homecoming committee.
Well, we can't speak. for
See,
them.
all the monies that we've earned are in the village coffers. And that's the way it's written up. The bylaws for the village are that, the monies are controlled by the village council. And, if we have something that we want, we have to have, basically, we've got limits, I guess, that we can do it. But, that's where our money is. It's tied up there. We can't get that money just on our own.
Can we just do it, let's scale it back a little bit, just do it in the park? Bring the music, where,
If you remember the first, excuse me, may I get
You're fine, yes, you're fine.
When I first came here and I showed you those posters,
Mhm.
in 1909 or something like that, they had a community picnic.
Yep.
We're gonna reinstate that.
Awesome.
That's where the vision is.
Yep.
The other activity would be opening up the time
Time
capsule.
Everybody's interested in that.
Oh, I think so.
So that is,
Central.
that's where the central theme is,
Okay.
okay? And then we have who has the best beard, who contest, who had the cutest baby contest.
Dog costume contest.
Yeah.
a pie baking contest.
Hi, baby. So we're going back to the original heritage.
Now, are you guys running that?
Sure, with you.
Well, I'm representing the Historical Society as Stacy over here, so.
And I'm representing the Lions.
They were
So we can-
extraordinarily
collect-
interested in it from our meeting last night. We had a board meeting. last
Okay.
night. Very interested in collaborating with these other organizations. Okay.
Yes.
We don't want to lose sight of that. In fact, the Historical Society should be very much involved with this.
Oh, absolutely.
And with the library per se, I'm waiting for Kicker to come back, but we're having the craft show.
The vendors.
And the craft show vendor.
Yes.
So that's where there are the two events. But I like to repeat myself. It's the time capsule. The time capsule and the community picnic. I think that is where the focus should be.
Do you know who is responsible for placing that time capsule?
The Elmont Bicentennial Homecoming Committee, and all the members that at the time are now passed. Okay, so there's nobody around. We went through this last night after our board meeting.
Is Ken Lashbrook gone? He was on I saw his name on it.
His name, what's inside the time capsule is on the.
Yeah.
on
As
the gate.
kids, there were a lot of items on there that were for the children of the people that actually had a part in. So if you go to the 50-year page, it'll list it out. There are a couple of the people that are recipients that are also passed away. Like
So there's actually two time capsules in here?
Yes, yes. One's 100-year old, we can't really open that one.
Yeah, and I don't think I'll be around for that one.
I don't think. Lindsay says she might be here.
There you go, you saved that paper.
But 1976 was a homecoming year. It was a big one.
Well, that was the one, yeah, because it was a bicentennial one. It was supposed to have been in 75.
Right.
And the committee at that time postponed it until 76. Because that was the bicentennial year.
Well, I think I don't want to discourage, we've been hitting roadblocks, but I think if we're simplifying this with the time capsule and the community picnic, what are your thoughts on that? How do you think that'll work?
Would we still have to go through the village council?
If we do anything, yes.
If you just do it on your
So
own,
you're
no.
saying that the Elmont Lions Club can take over this event, which I'm not sure I have to pay. I have to run about it, but
In the park?
And the park.
in the park, that we would not have to go through the village
You're not using the money or anything.
I don't think we
Can we bill you?
But why not?
No.
No.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Yeah,
Now, what happens if these entities were
Well,
to
then-
join the homecoming?
okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm not the only one who can probably express the disappointment in the lack of interest in our town's government and the boards therein. I am so disappointed. However, if that money was there, if the village is so desperate for that money, okay, whatever. But you know what? They didn't earn it, and these people are here, you formed because somebody cared and wanted to do something for the town, and they don't care? And they don't wanna jump on board, and they don't wanna cheer people on when the money is there for that?
It's a
And they don't have
select
to lift
few.
a finger.
Yeah.
So I'm really confused that we're trying to do something for the town, yes, and it's hard to separate that from people who could care less and will do anything to bring it down. That is disappointing to me, and I'm disappointed in all of them. And I don't know how to contain that, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels that way, but if that money was there for this purpose,
Yes.
in some way, we should be able to use that money, even if they don't want to support me or what I had planned, they should support something for the town, especially when you've got something like a time capsule that is meant to bring everyone
Here's,
together.
everybody that's here needs to be at the village council meeting to say that, because when I'm there, I look into basically Steve Junior's face, and it's a battle between us two. Not everybody on that board is for or against it, okay? There's a select few, and unfortunately, that's about all I
Well,
can say.
let's not dwell on that.
Yeah,
Let's move, I mean, if we've got some things, what we need, if people want to do this and still have something like this, we need people to get on board and say, I will do this, I'll do that, you do that, and so on and so forth. So if we've got the Lions Club, this is the first, I've seen anybody from the Lions Club here. If you're interested in doing something like that, then we need to get that, you need to get that going.
Right.
Not us.
Right.
You need to get that going.
Which is fine.
Like the library has done. The library's done,
And that was all
little
presented to
thing
the
you
board.
put out there was just fabulous, so.
Yep, this was just mentioned at our last
Yep.
meeting, and, we were trying to think of an idea to come for homecoming, so I was just coming, I didn't know any of this bad story that was going on.
Yeah.
Was,
Until today.
well, let's, I mean, if that's, because I mean, the time capsule, the only thing I worry about the time capsule, it's in the park. And, are we gonna have the villages and the townships approval to open this? Because otherwise, we can't destroy their property.
When's the next village meeting?
Come Tuesday, this coming week from tonight.
Okay, so next Tuesday?
I'm on council, I'm here to
Yeah.
listen.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
She had no clue what she was walking into.
Do you see any issue with that with the village? Because it's not,
Opening the time capsule?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think you would obviously want to let us know, work with DPW.
because there's probably not a soul there on council that was here in 76. And now, like, the township, because the township and the village own the park together, and they're having their own problems, the park is, keeping people.
Yeah, I mean.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but, yeah.
Hard to find volunteers, it's the same thing.
Nobody wants to volunteer.
It's really-
So I guess if we wanted to center around the time capsule, the 50-year time capsule, and move things and do it down there, and just have a day type thing, and, maybe we just not do the class reunion thing, because we haven't got anybody who wants to take that on.
Yeah.
And then just center around that day about the time capsule. Like if the Lions has the hamburgers and we have games and stuff like that, come that, and then
And then-
I'll just throw out something, 3:00, we're gonna open the time capsule.
Right.
I would just love what the new people, let's say, let's get them involved in our history.
They are.
Yeah.
I know, but
That's-
we're gonna have to start somewhere.
Oh, and it's, I think, I hate to use generations, but there's a certain age group that's not interested. And then you get to the next age group, and boy, like my grandkids, oh my gosh, it's too cool.
In my planning of events through my lifetime, food brings people together.
And so does
Okay,
beer.
Stacy, you got your hand up, so go ahead.
Well, this is a new idea. I mean, the Lions Club, Paul and I approached them months ago and just wanted them to think about what maybe their involvement was. So that's why they're coming and presenting. But in the defense of our government, they have no clue that there's a time capsule. They haven't heard this yet. This is so new.
Yeah,
I was born and raised here and I didn't know it was there. Then I see my mother's book is in there too. I didn't even know it. And I've always wondered what that stone down the park, the A, B, what it is.
So, but
Maybe they could
I just
tell
want to
me.
say that in their defense, they don't know about this part of it because it's new to all of us, as in the past, week or so. I don't know when, remember when you discovered it, but, from that moment that you had emailed me, it
That's
was,
something we
you
could do.
a new thing. It was a new
Right.
event.
Oh, absolutely.
So, which we were grateful.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can have, then we put it together.
yeah. So you guys,
We just need people to do it.
yeah, exactly.
If we decide what the events will be, we can schedule events, we can solicit volunteers to take.
I think you schedule your events.
I can bring you music. And anything that the museum needs representation
Lions
of.
has food, what more do we need?
Well, then,
Well,
I mean.
this is a whole different thing, but just moving the whole thing down and we're centering around the time capsule now. It's a whole different thing.
Park is available, community picnic,
Yeah.
community picnic, park. Time capsule,
There's so many
community
events.
picnic and time capsule.
There's so many events, like fun events, family events that we can create from the 1976 incarnation of this event. Beard contest.
See, that would get people, if we had, now, wait a minute, was it you that said something about you had a sister that was willing to work on the,
She's
Uh-oh.
turn.
is it?
Sister
This is the sister that you were talking about?
Because I did our homecoming, and I'm not great on Facebook. I can get somebody to help me create a Facebook page.
Uh-huh.
I don't like Facebook, but
What-
I do it for the event.
I'll tell you, it's probably not as important to have a Facebook page as it is to, like, once a week, post it in there so that people see it, with different
So
little
the
things,
the
and,
algorithm comes up.
yeah, that, they're more so than a page. If the page is a problem, then I would say, we really need to be able to advertise the thing.
And just do it on
Well-
downtown.
Well, and I can get the class of 83, 84, and 85, I can shoot them an email, or just post on our Facebook page, about the event. I can also get in touch with Amy Laxbrook.
Now, let me ask a question for the Lions Club.
Yes.
You don't have you have a liquor license, but can you sell beer, or do you have to get a,
That is one thing that I have to talk to Fran about, because for us to sell beer, I think we need,
a license, like a
Event?
event license, yeah,
yes.
Because usually the homecoming committee got, paid for the
Well,
liquor
it used to
license,
be done at
beer
the
and wine.
Same time as Heritage Festival. Well, that's not an
No,
option anymore. So,
now this
we were
just
able
changes
to do the
everything.
beer
Oh, yeah.
tent, which we had to invest in the beer. And the DDA, I think, paid for the tent and the band. and we had to get a license for that.
If we move everything to the park,
Uh-huh.
I mean, we could put up a tent down there. And if we could get, we'll get a beer and wine event license type thing. We could have that. And then if we had food, and we probably could get, other folks other than, and I'm not ignoring you, Steve.
No, that's okay, so,
Like food trucks and things like that too, to have different types of food. Or,
Okay, but
something like
instead of
that.
having food trucks, why don't we have our local restaurants?
We could, that's,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
the same.
we can talk about that.
So, okay, Stacy,
Well, with that, maybe you call it a Taste of Almont, where you have the restaurants in Almont do something where they.
Oh, good idea.
Well, because that was one of the events I wanted to have through the museum, is to pull Almont together and have everybody make their own wares and whatever. But if it's a way that they could actually make money back from doing it, they do a chili walk, they're not getting anything back for that.
yeah, if you
But
have,
if you do a Taste of Almont, then they're getting revenue back. But I just had a question about the liquor and such. Is it that this event is now going into the evening? Because from what Mike was presenting, as a family-oriented, everybody comes together. Now you're talking alcohol and children and.
if we don't necessarily have to do it, but it usually draws people. It's like, food brings people, so does
Or because of what
beer.
kind of crowd you want to draw.
Yeah,
And so that's why if there is a push for that, or there will be a separate time for that, that's one thing, but when you're calling it a family event, then you're mixing.
but the only other thing you can do is just not let it run into the evening, have it, during the daylight hours, and then by, 7, 8 o'clock at night, it's over and done with.
Okay.
And,
Why not do the class reunions more in the evening and have your beer time?
could do that too, if we can get somebody to put it on.
Can you still have the bells, is that where you were gonna do the class reunion?
Yeah,
I don't-
we've got it reserved right now.
Why don't we do that, a family during the day and nighttime class reunion?
It's not rented for the night, though, it was rented
For the afternoon.
I guess where I'm raising my hand is this is a community picnic.
Mhm.
And that's where I want to keep it simple.
Okay,
We have to keep it simple.
Yeah.
5 years from now, we can always build on it. I might be dead, but 5 years from now, then you can build on it. And you can then say, okay, this didn't work, this worked, this didn't work. So now we can add the liquor or the liquor license in the evening. It's been since 2015 since we had it.
Well, I know, I was president of the
Yeah, so you
at one
know.
time, so.
So what we're trying to do is, like what Donna said, is to bring the new people in. The people that have moved to this community within the last 11 years.
good idea.
You mentioned the parent or the children and alcohol, but when they were discussing the whole DDA social district, the parents, they didn't care about the kids, they were talking about, and the people were for it because they wanted to be able to walk down their street with their kids and have a beer.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard
So
that,
that's also district can use this for that reason.
right, so,
This is all going to be outside.
no, I know, I'm just saying, I'm just
Yeah.
bringing that point up.
But you're right, and I think there's going to be 2 schools about all the way or more anyway.
I would say keep everything on the table for the moment. We don't know what we want. We just know that we can't do what we originally.
Who put this together?
No, well,
I found it in the basement of the library.
By accident.
So by accident, Kathy asked me to go down there and find more pictures for homecoming, and there was a box of homecoming, I opened it up and started looking through it, and I said, 2026.
It-
Wait a minute, a box
This-
for homecoming, stop right there.
Well, it's somebody, it's all,
It's strictly from the library,
yeah,
because all of our stuff was lost.
oh, yeah,
Yeah,
So this front page, you didn't
I
create,
did that.
you made that.
yeah. So
Okay.
I was looking at the paper and I realized what it was, and I took it upstairs and I said, does anybody know about this?
I guess, because I've got some questions. Where is that?
it's south, well, there's the director.
No, there's
It's behind the tennis court.
that's behind the tennis courts, and the big one is over there by the play area.
Right.
It tells you.
So the 76 one, but they both say 1976.
So.
So how do you know which one's the 100-year?
Look at the 50
50.
If you, next page.
Oh, I see.
It gives you direction.
But
It
the-
gives you the directions up on the very top.
Yeah, okay. All right, so that's how we're going. So the,
The 50-year one, yeah.
Somebody would need to double check that before they actually dug it up to make sure that's the correct one.
Go ahead and take a look.
I don't know the.
That's the one by the tennis court. The other one is if you walk through the pavilion, it's on the southwest,
It's across from the little.
southeast
By
side.
the bridge, across the bridge,
Yeah,
the bridge in the place that.
So the 100-year one's the little one, and the big one, that's by the place
I
set.
think you're thinking it's the little one. The 100-year one is.
It's the longer one that says.
No.
Yes, the longer one.
Is it?
No, I'm not
Yes,
sure.
that's the 100-year one.
That's the
Yeah.
one that's by the playground.
That's 100-year one?
They got the minutes from the
That's by
1970
pavilion
homecoming
On the
meetings.
southeast side of the pavilion. Going.
Wait,
If you walk through the
Okay.
straight through, you'll see it.
On the top of the page for 50, it tells you 63 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Donna's out there walking. But
So that's the one that's over by the tennis
I'm
courts.
so excited.
That's the one that's over by the tennis courts.
It is buried.
All right. I just was curious the way this came from,
It was in the library.
because there is, you cannot find anything about this at all. And like I say, I was here, and
Well, that's what we said, when I brought it up, I said, does anybody know what this is? And everybody was like, no.
I've always wondered what the stove was there.
Yes,
We all did.
Do you want us to contact people who are recipients of the items in here? 'Cause
Oh, absolutely.
I started to look, but then I was like, people around here probably know.
Well, I know we're three. I know, I get a little bit of residents and the latches crooks.
So 50-year one.
I don't know about
Put
everybody.
the elevator
To get a lot of
Yeah,
my
the elevators and the
elevators
elevators.
go is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even pay attention.
Okay, let me ask our board something.
Yes,
Do we want to adjust our plans and
Absolutely.
continue on and make it, change the whole thing? Because it
Yeah.
wouldn't take a lot of extra work if we've got,
if they're
folks
willing
like
to.
this that are willing to do it.
Yeah,
Let me ask the library a question. Would you still want to do yours at the library rather than, bringing it?
Well, we're having a vendor show, so the
Okay.
vendors are gonna be around the library.
Okay,
We're gonna have two food trucks right now, and I think we're gonna stay with that.
I mean, especially.
Yeah,
I don't like the food trucks by the event.
I wanna keep, again, we'll keep it
Yep.
simple.
no, I
Yeah, and
understand.
then the library would be open that Saturday 9 to 5.
I think you should leave it at the library
Okay.
because they have so much historical stuff there that people could go in and see.
We're gonna open up our historical part,
The genealogy. room.
genealogy.
Absolutely.
inside.
Now-
And we have yearbooks.
Will the Historical Society building be open as well? Okay.
They're very eager to support.
Now- The Rue Band is willing to play
Absolutely.
all day?
Well, you know what, we played 2 shows for the Heritage Festival, so that's not out of the realm of possibility. If we needed to, we could. Just remember what we really are.
Oh, when you say 2 shows, how long were your shows?
Oh, no.
Oh,
We
really?
played at, we had to kind of meander around the Frick Falls and Pratt Falls that gave us a DDA about playing in the beer tent, but 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock are usually our times.
Hey, I got,
Because they still got the stage and everything down at the park, right?
remember the year that we had a barbershop
Yeah, we got a new
quartet
stage.
walking around
Yeah.
town?
Yeah.
Well, that's-
What if we had the barbershop quartet
With there too.
walking
Have you still
while
got them?
they're shut
You
down?
know?
We'll find them.
All right, so, board members, is this something we want to take on?
Absolutely.
So then,
We're not really taking it on.
We just named it.
you're responsible for it, because it's your name that's on it. And then if we do take it as a homecoming event, then we can use our money that we have. So if we need items, like if we want to put a tent down there, we could do it then. The homecoming could pick up the tab for that. Isn't there a fee for the park too? Or is it refundable?
An application to waive.
They waive, they
Is
can
it
waive the fee.
Already rented?
I had rented it and that it was confirmed and voted upon. Unfortunately, though, the way it went for other entities in getting our people in there,
Mhm.
I canceled.
Okay, so you got your money back. Okay.
Yes, I actually
Okay.
talked to someone on the phone, and they were, they were great
Understanding.
about it, they just thought there was something wrong with the venue. It was a perfect.
Okay.
Let it go for others.
So do we need to rebook it?
Yeah.
Yes, I would.
Now, let's just sort of recap here. Lions Club food. And when you're talking food, you're talking,
Is what we were originally gonna do, and I don't know if this works out, for a $5 donation, we'll supply the hamburger and hot dogs, and everybody bring a dish, like in the old times, a dish to pass.
We can reach out to individuals.
Yeah.
in the village, too.
It's a community.
If you're attending this event, bring a dish to pass.
Or get the fire department to bring a 5-alarm chili or something.
okay.
Lots of ideas.
Because then we're gonna, because I'm thinking what we need to reserve. So we need to have some sort of a probably a good-sized tent with some tables and chairs then.
I wouldn't even worry about a tent,
Plan for it.
Well-
We don't
but
need
yeah,
to-
plan for it.
Plan for rain and hope not.
Well, you don't want to sit out in the sun.
Patio.
It's an old-fashioned picnic.
Yeah.
They can't have their own tent.
This guy here doesn't do well in the sun.
The roots would rather play in a tent.
Yeah,
We don't like the sun either. It's
yeah.
really hard to play in the sun.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, keep in mind, if you're renting out the park, you also have the pavilion, and there is a place that Music in the Park was on that might be.
It's just not very
I like
large.
the
But it
tent.
might not be big enough,
Yeah,
so it might be a good idea to have that.
One, you have 2 pavilions, right?
they've got the little addition that's on there, but it still won't seat very many
Oh,
people.
what about there's 2?
Yeah, there's one that's a little.
It's a little one.
So where would the tent go, like in the parking lot?
Well,
Because we don't want to put it down low because God forbid we have a rainstorm. We've all seen the flood of,
What about the tennis courts, like where it used to be?
Yeah.
Heritage Festival.
are the tent,
I don't know, are they still, could we?
There's nothing on.
There's the ice. Ice.
It's always- And we can't-
Yeah, I took my skates down there tonight and there was no ice, so.
Can't get in there.
No, but if you work with the park board.
absolutely.
Yeah, come talk to us about what you wanna do.
There you go, Mike.
What night is your meeting?
I'll put that
March
in.
26th, it's the last
Don't
Thursday
need
of
all the
March.
skis.
So-
It's here?
So you're talking the donation, hamburgers and hot dogs, and then everybody bring a dish to pass?
Yeah. And lots of people won't bring a dish to pass, but I mean, there should be plenty of these.
You get $1 off if you bring a dish.
That's kind of an aspect.
I just,
Pass
a
it.
$5 donation.
We can plan the meal as.
What if we have each restaurant make a dish? Can we pay them for it? We could get,
I can bring it up to the library.
well, we could have figures do potato salad or something. Chicken, oh, chicken, yeah.
Well, I mean, let's not forget Smokehouse either,
And
'cause
that's what I'm saying.
Steve may even bring down
Everybody
a
likes
trailer.
barbecue.
So,
Why don't we do that and utilize our restaurants in the area and then we're providing, plus also I think if you have too many homemade stuff, don't you have to get the health department
Yeah,
I
out?
would
and
just
then-
want to not do that.
Exactly, so why don't we do,
It's a
wow,
community
what a
picnic.
difference an hour makes.
so who, we got Smokehouse, Vinkier, Senior Victors, Mikey's,
Roots,
Roots,
how about?
how about Maria's or the
Chili's, Blake's,
Basilis, Roses?
Blake's,
Oh my gosh,
Maria's, maybe.
yeah,
oh yeah,
We can always, take, on desserts or like, selling like cookies.
Yeah.
What's, Big Joe, or what's that called?
Brunch at Joe's.
Brunch.
Brunch at Joe's.
I think
Big
we
Joe.
should, like,
Wow, you're a good secretary.
Okay,
Also, I was wondering if we should put like little, I would say, like the old fashioned, their tin milk jugs, remember the shape of the milk jugs? If we can, announce on those milk jugs through our businesses and collect funds towards this,
I don't
time
think it'd be
capsule opening, you know what I mean, just leave it up to the community so they know about it in a way. Where like, put it at Cracker Barrel and say, time capsule opening, you know. We don't
well,
know what we can-
that's why our advertising is gonna be, you're on the hook.
where am I advertising? We can do something in the Tri-City Times because it's free, right?
No,
It's not free?
Okay.
not an ad isn't.
Not an ad, but.
You have to do an
it could
article.
be-
You have to do an article. You have to get Dave to do an article.
Okay.
You know what, Lynn Nolan writes a column for
Okay, okay.
Lynn Nolan is a member, a trustee on the
Historical Society.
Yeah, the board, and she's a regular columnist, she was more than happy to put it in there for us.
But that gets some of the older folks with get a newspaper, but we need,
Hey.
Facebook. Yeah, I'm right there. I'm way over that from you are. But then we need to hit the young folks, and that's gotta be on Facebook,
Young folks don't do.
Okay,
Or-
if you're doing,
or X, or whatever those other things are.
Instagram, Snap.
if you're doing Facebook, you can't use Homecoming 2026 because that was hacked, remember? It was taken over by somebody here in town.
Do we have anybody that has, the signs, the road signs, or letters, what do you call them?
We have
The banners, I don't know if you
Not
can
a
put,
banner, just like
The one that she uses at the insurance
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
It's just, the sign that you change the letters on.
Yeah,
oh, yes,
Sandwich board type thing.
yeah, that's good.
okay.
Township has one. I bought one when I was township supervisor. It sits right out here by the recycle
I
bins.
just think, so does the township who owns the lot right on the corner that everybody used to run into the house?
It's the hogs. The hogs used to own it.
Does Joe?
The what?
I think Joe Israel owns that.
Okay, the
No,
lot
not anymore.
across the
He
car
doesn't?
The Howard's son owns it
If
now.
you could put something up there, just, to get people's attention as they're driving through.
Why not a band?
Or a banner, yeah.
I don't know, there's something to do with,
50, we can't do
you
anything
can't
at
put banners
53.
across,
Okay, what about?
53?
Everybody else
approval and stuff, it's complicated.
Yeah.
it's,
Okay, what about the movie theater, because he's our name.
We could probably use the marquee.
oh, that would be awesome.
Dave knows
Yeah.
real well, right? So we could just see if we can get to use that for advertising for that.
Okay, so we need to look up buying banners then?
No, let's, I don't know,
Mom
not
put it
banners
in
as much
too.
as signs.
Yes,
Stacy,
From the grant that I submitted the night before, I got a call. In it is included a full quote from the print shop in Emily City for ground signs,
Okay.
banners, mailings, the whole
Wow.
All right.
shebang.
Okay,
So if you would like that information, I'm sure that they would honor it.
Please,
And
please, that would be
all
good.
The footwork and stuff, so
awesome.
I'd be willing to pass that along to you.
So we can't use homecoming 2026, what are we doing?
You just have to come up with a different, title,
We'll have to come up with it together, so we're not all advertising something different.
Yeah. But, you know what, even, I can remember we used to take flyers. We'd have a flyer, print off a bunch of them and take them to the grocery store and have them put them in the bags.
That's great.
And, you get a lot of people,
That is a great idea.
yeah.
Can I ask about the grading?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay, because I've been working at the library for 3 years, and when we found out the homecoming was supposed to, I was like, the library needs to be part of this spring.
Absolutely.
We need to be in the spring, and then I found out we weren't doing it.
But I thought
I-
today,
that's
well, we've been talking about this, and I was wondering, and you said
Oh, go
that
ahead.
it's a very short amount of time, but, and we probably can't use Main Street, but would it be possible, and I know we need the school's approval, but, you know, the streets between, my son goes to Orchard Primary, and that street in between Orchard Primary and the high school.
Is that right?
Steve's drive right there. It's that
Okay, so, in my head,
I think he's really rest.
this would be the perfect spot to have a parade, because the parking lot should have the parking for the, where the schools are.
Uh-huh.
And the kids all just, I think for me, it was about getting people involved. And I feel like to get the schools involved, we had it there and, you know, maybe Orchard Primary doesn't flow. And
You-
maybe the middle school.
Can I,
doesn't flow.
have you been to actual school homecoming over there lately? They don't do floats anymore.
No,
Because they lost interest. The kids have lost interest
but
in it.
maybe we need to spike that interest.
Well, and so like the seniors could do a float. And the float, you know, I don't know, each school could do a float. I don't know. But I was thinking, okay, we can't do it on Main Street, maybe we could do it there. And, you know, people can line up, we have enough parking, and I just, you know, for me,
I think it's a cute
the
idea.
parade would be a great community event, and it would get a lot of excitement, because kids love parades. I would go to Romeo.
I'm just trying to think if there's any other place we could do a parade. See, East and West St. Clair supposedly is going to be tore up. And I don't know about shutting, of course, I just don't know.
Let me
What
ask-
is the time span? Do you remember, Tracy's not here. The time span, you have to notify MDOT if you want to shut down M53 for any length of time.
So you don't think that area by the school would work?
But we don't
I don't
even
know if
know,
it's
we
big
don't even know if it's gonna be torn up or not. I don't, we've lost, Kim here, so I can't get the information like we used to, but
Well, and when I was at the last meeting, they said, the young man, Mr. Powell, he said, if it gets delayed any point, because they've been delaying it, but they're still saying that it's gonna be completed by a such and such time.
Right.
And so they were concerned.
We're supposed to get an update from the engineer working on the project at our next council meeting. I haven't seen the agenda to see if it's going to be this meeting coming up for the following meeting.
Kim used to send me a copy of it just because I'd asked for it, but not, obviously with her leaving,
Right.
we've lost that, that connection.
So we'll have a better idea from the engineer when we're looking at, it's still projected to be that time frame. But of course, there's been delays at,
Yeah.
federal level for obvious reasons and, other things going on, to try to get the project lined up, but,
Okay.
we'll have a better idea.
Let's, for our next meeting in April, do you think you could have some sort of a sketch or an idea of what an ad would look like or what you'd want to put in Facebook?
Sure.
I just love that when they say yes.
I like when you put them on the spot.
But I like your faith, I will.
It's just, you've got some of the ideas, like games and, things like that. And, we'll center it all around the time capsule because that's the key to the whole thing. That's what we're really changing the whole thing to the 50-year time capsule. And we can also look for a volunteer to do the 100-year one, in 50 more years. So we need to.
Speaking of time capsule, though, what do we want to do with it once we resume that?
I have no
I'm
idea.
serious about that because.
I would think it should go to the Historical Society.
On the museum for people who didn't make the event, that they
That's a
can
good
actually
point.
see it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you put it in your window?
We could, there's lots of options, inside, outside, down the window, that's all fine, but it should be visible for
Well,
some period of time.
First, we've got to find out, make sure that village and township will let us do this.
Okay.
And I'll take that challenge on.
You go for that.
I'll make the assumption that we can. all right?
I think we can too, because what is going to happen? I'm going to go say that we'd like to open the time capsule, and they say, what?
Yeah.
Where? What is it?
You know what, the entire Belmont Historical Society board last night knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
Literally, no one there knew anything about the time capsule. Stacy and I were like talking about it, really.
So who are the people that put it down? And
It's
that's
in here.
the family that's listed, like
Yeah.
the Lashbrooks and
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, Ken Lashbrook is listed in the minutes of the meeting that I found back in 1976, so.
Okay,
But I didn't find anything about what they did. So if we can come prepared at our next meeting, the April meeting, and the library's already done.
We're done.
Fantastic. You're done, you've graduated. You can-
We're done.
Yeah. But the Lions can, sort of put something, formal together, what they can and can't do.
We can collaborate with the museum. I mean, the museum really does want
Yeah,
to be a part of this.
Our next meeting is.
And Diane, if we can get you to have Dave or you, somebody contact C for advertising, we'll have the,
Bishop should be in charge of advertising.
oh, the bishop should?
Yes.
Like I've never done this before, but I'll figure it out.
You know what, your mom just raised your hand and said, the bishops will do it.
It comes with a free puppy.
She's in.
But if we could, everybody has a little job, if they could come prepared, because April, we need to be able to, really tie this thing down.
So when we meet in April, you want a printout of
What you gonna do?
what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We're going to do the library will be having the vendor show, the whatever.
Yeah.
Opening up our thing.
The thing that you presented to us, the 3 pages.
Nibbles, nubbles, and.
Yeah.
This thing, that's a great,
You want something like that?
Is that yeah.
Yeah.
And I gave mine to the village council because they have to approve closing.
and that's
of
gonna
that.
be at next week's meeting, is when they
It
talk
should
about
be,
that?
because they-
You did it
I
a
asked
week
them
ago,
if if that could be submitted as the request.
Because
They said yes.
you had to wait, you don't do any business on first time around. I mean, that's your policy,
No,
right?
we needed a written request.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, just a
Oh, so they
request.
still have to do a written request?
I don't know what that is.
No, for the street that Paula
To close the
presented,
street.
Yes, to close the street, just a written request to close the street.
but she handed a map in of what they were looking at.
Right, she came to the meeting, handed it in. We wanted like a written request in the packet for us to vote.
Is there a form, do you know, to close the street
Not that I
for the
know of.
village?
So for DDA, when they want to close the street, Angela.
Just writes a memo?
With the request, with the dates and times,
Okay.
streets, so that council has something to look at.
But see, that was all on there, and they said that it was, well, I thought they
It
did.
wasn't in our
Okay.
packet, so it wasn't on the agenda.
They didn't put it in the packet, okay.
All I know wasn't in my packet.
Yep.
So we can't vote on something that's not done.
No, but they put it off, postponed it in thought until this coming meeting, which is a week from tonight. And I thought that you had told me that they said they've got everything now. They didn't have it for Tuesday night, but now they do. So we didn't have to do anything more. We can check on that. when I-
Yeah, just make sure.
Let me know. We can order
Yeah,
something really quick.
yeah.
I'll
If
email it.
you want to do that and just get it to the village council, that would be good.
Can I put it to your attention?
You can, I'll forward it on. Yes.
Okay,
I want to ask one real dumb question, and I don't know if it's, I know we gave up on the park for the reenactment, but it was because of vehicles, right? You couldn't get vehicles in there. Is it necessary that we get a vehicle in there, or can it be a smaller, modified version, and where you can carry it in? I'm just asking a question.
like Kidder Road.
There's a paved pathway to the park.
But it's not a driveway.
It's not a
There's a
drive,
lot
and
and
it's,
barricaded with boulders
and it's very long.
Okay,
to
That
get stuff in.
scenario we had was the south side of the park, which was beginning
it's
from
west.
And
I
that access
see
is
very
no longer
few
viable.
It's very light.
carrying reenactors carrying stuff across that bridge.
Okay, all right. I just thought I'd ask, because that would be something, since we're sort of talking about everything going around there and the time capsule and all these different things, we could do something still with them, but
Down there, but I don't think it's limited or you're like every actor is gonna wanna drive down, and that's not gonna be acceptable. But I don't want it to be a barrier, but if you've already looked at it, determined it wasn't gonna work.
Did you go down it
I still.
and it's not accessible?
I don't see,
Forster.
Right.
No, just- I'm talking about shrinking it down some.
downsizing.
Yeah.
Is there something, we were talking about this at the library.
Yes.
We were planning the whole thing at the
Yeah,
library.
we planned this whole thing at the library today.
Of walkers that are dressed in period.
Like reenactment clothing, but not necessarily having an encampment or.
Like Greenfield, like Greenfield, so part of the plan for the Living History Village was to have the DAR, which is the Daughters of the American Revolution, who will dress up. I had a bagpipe player coming in, and we had a couple of different enactors that were they didn't have a tent, they just walked around and looked really cool.
Right, that's what we were thinking.
And then, that gets the interest going, and that's, if there was a parade, they would just be walking up and down in the crowd. So if that is something, I'm sure that a few of those people could be brought on for that reason, but as far as the whole picture, this part would be done up to Michael, how far he wants to go with that. But as for the.
That sounds really neat. And I was saying that one year we had a barbershop quartet and they just wandered around town. And we'll look into that. I'll find one. But while the Rube Band's not playing, we could have our barbershop quartet walking all over. And that was pretty cool. And they're all dressed up.
But we have a lot of period people that are interested in one, they have their own costumes. If they could don that, it wouldn't cost us anything. You know what I mean? If they could just.
I got a better idea. Everybody dressed like 1976, and I can let my hair grow again like I had it in 1976.
Dress their dog up. Have a contest.
Stacy.
That'd be cool.
There's some kind of shop in Metamora that actually rents out.
Costumes, yeah.
costumes.
Oh, no
I know
kidding.
It was put up as an option for the third graders, so that if kids wanted to dress up and didn't have a costume, they gave the name of that place. I couldn't tell you what it is now, but anyway. So.
How cool. How cool.
Well, this was exciting. I'm glad you guys
My other
came.
question is, are we gonna be able to excavate that or?
I can talk to Brian at DPW. I know when we did tree plantings before, they helped pre-dig the hole for us.
Because they have.
So when you look at the directions, it's in a barrel, but it's around cement and then there's tar.
Tar.
All of whoever did it must have been built there, but it tells you exactly how it's built in there. I probably put it in there.
I forwarded this to Will's manager, so he has it. So yeah, we can talk to DPW about whether or not they would feel comfortable tackling this, and it's helpful to have the diagram too, or we need professional.
I wish
Well, my son-in-law does the burials and the cemeteries and stuff, so he would be interested in.
Yeah.
It depends on, like I said, I don't know if the
Well,
village has stuff like that.
While you're talking to the DPW or to Dale or anybody else, because we have been told that anything that they do for us, that we have to pay for.
And I'll ask about.
Because, the old, which they took out of the bylaws, the old bylaws said, that the village is the main sponsor of homecoming, but they took that out of the new bylaws. And the village has sort of, wiped their hands of it so far. But if we could get that, given to us, and that would be.
And then my other concern is, do we want to do this, take it out of the ground? I mean, necessarily open
While
it
people are watching it.
while people are watching it
That's not
because
what
it's such, I know, but it's such a tight area.
Well, no, we'll have to take I don't know how big the time capsule is, but I mean, I would take it, like to the pavilion or something like that, put it on a table and open it up.
It's in a barrel, the barrel's like 3 feet tall.
It's in
a big-
cement tube with
A 50-gallon drum?
Yeah,
You're not gonna have the public watch it.
It's in the.
That's
it's
half
posted.
yes, that's that.
You film it and then show the film as you open it. Oh, that's-
No, I think we can open the time capsule itself once it's out of there. I think we shouldn't have a crowd watching it come out of the ground.
Why?
Because it's such a tight area.
Huh?
No, I don't think
It's
very
very
tight. Recording all areas of it, so.
Yellow
You just rope off and
Yeah,
let
that's,
people
it's.
go where they want.
I guess it depends on what kind of machinery they need to pull it out of the ground.
This will have to be looked into. So what, this is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a 55-gallon
It is a
drum.
55-gallon.
That's what the drawing says.
So we could have them pull it out and then somebody can open it up, the 55-gallon drum,
When people are watching.
and people can watch.
I just wonder how they did all this and none of us knew anything about it.
I know. I'm sure with this.
Incredible.
You want to vote?
We have,
Okay.
one question. Let's see, Stacy was first. Okay, Michael.
Mine's not a question, but I do remember going to Elmont Schools, going to that park for a field trip, doing something with the river, and somebody did mention that there was a time capsule in that park.
I've seen that headstone for years and didn't know what it was. It is a headstone.
Okay, Stacy.
So I just want to clarify that the Living History Village is no longer, even though we may take parts of it for participation and filling in around that, that is now done.
But by extension, the homecoming is not canceled at all.
No, homecoming's not canceled, but the living history,
Well, it's just.
we have no place
I
to
think
put
it's just the flow of things in which we are fine with. We have agreed that whatever was decided upon.
but I would think if there's anybody that wants to participate,
Yeah, as far as the reenactment type thing, that's all over and done with. Unless they want to, whatever they want to bring,
Unless
they
they
can
want to
bring.
walk around.
Yeah.
They want to walk around, go ahead.
Okay, is everybody clear on, when's the next meeting? April what? What you got your,
I have April 10th.
April 10th?
second Tuesday?
That's what I thought. April 10th.
Okay.
Now, is the homecoming committee gonna, put a reservation in for the park, or do we want the Lions Club?
14th?
We can do it then.
Is it 12?
April 14th.
14th?
April 14th.
April 14th. I know it was after Easter, or Good Friday.
Okay, so April 14th, 2026 at 7 PM. Everyone that's here in this room, and if you got more folks that you know of, and if you could come prepared with what you want to do, we'll have a little talk about the advertising thing, the sketch, what we need to do there, because that's April, so we're going to want to start doing this, getting it out in the public like in May and June.
June, July?
Because people, if they're from out of town and they want to come back for this,
What's the actual date?
then August 15th, right?
Because like, I'm gonna
Yes.
contact Maury Thompson. and Put that on his radar just because he's one of the time capsule recipients.
Boreas?
Well, his dad, it was.
Oh, Ed and Diane?
Yeah, and the last group kids, all that.
He's down, is he down in Texas or something?
Yeah, he's in Texas.
And I see, there's an envelope for Lisa Gallagher and Ron and And Dean Ward's gone, but Lisa's still around.
Yeah, it says it's.
Okay. I need,
So, okay, so are we all set for that?
I have one question.
Yes.
Can I ask if there's any interest in a parade from
Yes.
some of the school parents?
yes.
Yeah, you could ask, it's just, yeah.
Okay, my thought was, you mentioned Zot Drive, but is it Church Street that runs in front of the old high school? I mean,
Yes.
is, that would be someplace I thought of.
We would have to see if we could get it,
Use the side streets around here and not have the access.
Well,
if we could
Like-
close it down
Because
for.
East St. Clair and West St. Clair are supposed to be torn up part of the time. So that's the only, you get a parade going one way and they have no way of getting out of it.
Right.
Okay.
If that's gonna happen. And I think that our council member here, she's going to check and get us
She's got a lot of work.
get us a kite. Aren't you glad you came?
Thanks, Donna.
If you could get us something, more concrete, the latest and greatest from your engineers of what's gonna happen around August 15th, and
Yeah,
it sort of
on
help
council,
us.
we wanted to know too, timeline,
Yeah,
when is this gonna be?
yeah, it just keeps getting pushed back years
Um,
and years and years.
So are we doing the class reunions at the Bells in the afternoon, or is that off?
Well, we haven't had a volunteer yet. Cindy Wade was gonna take it on, but I haven't
Yeah, she isn't here, is she?
heard anything from
I
her.
was gonna talk to her, I had found pictures.
We'll
of-
keep the bells on for right now,
Okay,
and then, because it's just a deposit we've got, it's already taken care of.
yeah,
And we just have to, if we're gonna cancel, we can cancel it ahead of time, but
okay.
let's,
One last question though. I
Yeah.
think in 2015, did we do fireworks?
yes.
Are we gonna do fireworks again?
I don't know, we had a local guy, Wally Maslowski, he does his own fireworks, and I don't know if, he stopped doing them out of his house now, and I don't know if I can give Wally a call and
Nice.
see.
I have a connection for fireworks.
You what?
I have a connection for fireworks.
You do?
Yeah, my friends, her and her husband own Pro Fireworks. They have them all over the state.
That's right.
Oh, and what is it?
Pro Fireworks.
So they do the aerial things, because that's,
No, they just have stores all
I
over.
have a connection as well, Dale Friedenstadt, he's a local guy too, and he's a licensed for that, he does fireworks.
Dale does?
Dale does, he's good. Yeah. Well, I have the eyebrows after the fact. He's
They,
a drummer, actually.
Put them
so-
off on the hill in the back there, and the people sat in the stands, and we actually had music. I played music up through the PA system in the booth, and our fireworks went up according to the music.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dale does it, he's really good. It's all electronic, he sits there, and he just remote controls it all up in here.
Dale's older than I am.
You should hear him play drums though, it's really good. So, as soon as we get
So
that-
can you, who's gonna check into the fireworks?
I can follow up with Dale. I
Okay,
can follow up.
I
okay.
can get you a deal.
Come on.
Okay, anything else?
And I'm sorry, Paul, did you say the Lions Club is gonna run, should I put in a request for the August 15th?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can go ahead and put the, in for the park. I'll go ahead and do that because
Okay,
the
thank you.
homecoming committee will write the check and so.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you would like to waive the fee, just indicate, there's a separate application for that.
oh, okay. And where do I get that? At
That's
the,
right on the website.
Anything else we need to talk about right now? I came
Pretty
pretty,
exciting, right?
I came pretty
Yes.
sad tonight,
Yes.
now I'm getting more excited about this.
absolutely. I was
Now that we have a vision, I think this is perfect.
And I'll tell you, right now, we need to plant the seed for 2030, so we can have a regular homecoming,
Right.
but this guy's not gonna be on it, so.
How do we get on the board? Do we just?
You have to put an application in through Paula, right? And
Village
then,
council.
but I mean, then you have to take it to the council,
Yeah.
and they'll ask you questions and why you wanna be on it.
And I just have one more question. Mindy, do we need to attend the park board meeting?
I would recommend that you do if you have an idea by then. I mean, it's not
couple weeks from now.
Mindy-
So-
Mindy just wants to get more people to the park board meeting.
What if you come back?
I resigned from, I got on the board, like 2 weeks later, I was off the board.
All right, I'm sorry, I'm stepping
No,
on your,
no, you're
Should we
doing
go
this.
to the village meeting?
anything else that people got?
Should we go to the village meeting, you guys?
Pardon?
Paul and Paula, should we go to the village meeting?
I don't know that for what? It's just,
What our plans are for this?
I think
Formulator.
you need to.
I would say
do-
let's wait and then we will, as the homecoming committee, will do it. And say that we've got these people here working on it and so on and so forth.
But
But we need some concrete
Mindy
plans.
said that you need a written request. So even though I handed that in to close the street and I showed them the map and that, apparently you need,
Just a little note.
just, you said you were gonna email somebody, you,
Yeah, Mindy.
oh, there you go. Okay.
I'll get it to the rates.
Oh, yeah.
I guess what my question is,
Mindy,
we're gonna go to the.
did you put the 14th on your calendar?
Do you want us there?
No.
Wait a minute, that's
You're
yours?
welcome to come, but I think I'll be fine.
No, yours the first
I
and
don't know if I
third.
really have to go.
Let us know.
I don't think I
Okay.
have to go to the village council meeting for anything.
Okay, I'm just saying, if you do, let us.
Well, the only thing we
Okay.
need to do is both the township, and I don't know that we have to go to the meetings, but we need to go and talk to people about having the authority to dig it up.
Yeah, just a plan for
Yeah.
how we want.
I'll go talk to Dale, and is he back in town now?
He's back in town. I already forwarded him the information Donna sent me
Okay.
on the time.
All right, so he's
capsule
work-
with the
I'll talk to
details.
Gary Grosbeck,
So
and
you're gonna handle that?
I'll handle
Cool.
that.
Okay.
So yeah, he already has it in his hand. I'll let him.
I think she's been working since.
This is all done in one day, she has done this in one day.
Yeah.
Okay, are we all set then? Anything else? Any other ideas, and if you got more ideas,
Oh, gosh,
give Paula a call.
this is awesome. I'd go for
Feel
it
better
out
now,
there.
Paul?
Pardon?
You feel better now?
I feel much better.
Very good.
I know, it was a bad day.
So, do I tear up this?
Yes, you better. Yeah,
Okay, anything else?
how exciting. Thank you so much.
All right, let's get it on. Get it
You
done.
know what, we'll see us, yeah. Okay, so the meeting,
8:13.
8:13, we're done.
Meeting adjourned.
Meeting adjourned.
I got more.
Yes.
Okay, do you know how to?
I need your phone.
Oh, they are.
I've sort of forgotten how, but I mean, I know the gist of it.
I'm not sure who needs this.
End string, get an end string.
Yes.
Take it with your family.
He's gotta go shut the thing. Thank you so much.
Yeah.